My claim's been deferred. Now what? Hi, I'm Andy Gross, Law Office of Andrew P. Gross, and I get a lot of prospective clients calling me and calling the firm asking what to do about this deferred claim and how do we appeal it. First, I have to say, let's back up a second. What is a deferred claim anyway? When a veteran gets a rating decision and that rating decision says the following conditions have been deferred, what that means is that the VA isn't done developing the file. As I've discussed elsewhere, the VA has a duty to assist, and when they have deferred a claim, it usually means they're not done, or they've at least recognized they're not done with their duty to assist. Perhaps they need to order another medical exam, or they need to order more records, or they need to ask for records from the veteran, and they're just not ready to issue a decision on an issue. Now, what sometimes happens is that at certain points, the claim itself comes up for review, and they might be able to grant or deny certain conditions, but other conditions require more development, maybe another exam, as I said just a moment ago. One of these conditions where this can happen is the TBI. We all know, and I've done videos on this before, TBIs are not one condition, but rather a bunch of conditions that add up to that aren't necessarily a single rating. For instance, an individual who suffered a concussion or TBI, there might be psychological effects that are rated as a psychological condition. There might be problems with movement and muscle control. There can be headaches, disorientation, vertigo, tinnitus. There can be loss of taste and smell or vision problems. So there can be a lot of different things that are rated. And maybe an initial TBI exam, they caught a bunch of them, but then the exam mentioned that there were these other conditions that didn't have their own exams that for some reason require their own exams. For instance, if your initial TBI screen notes that you have headaches, they actually have to do a headache disability benefits questionnaire. If that disability benefits questionnaire isn't in the file, when it comes up for review, they have to defer it and order that the disability benefits questionnaire for headaches be completed. So it's usually just a function of missing paperwork, sometimes a missing service department record that they've ordered but hasn't come in yet, or a missing disability benefits questionnaire. Commonly now, after the PACT Act, we've seen issues with exams that haven't been properly conducted because they need to do the toxic exposure risk assessment exam and analysis. That hasn't been done, so they'll send it back for another exam based on that. What do you do when you have a deferred exam? Well, there's actually two things here that are really important to remember. First, you probably just have to wait. There's nothing you can do to speed it up. When you get scheduled for an exam, remember to go to that exam. If you can't make it, call to reschedule. Again, stay on top of your exams. If they're asking for records, send those in. The second thing you need to do, and this goes into maintaining an effective date for any other claims that are out there, if you get a decision back from the VA and most of the stuff is deferred, but there are a couple decisions in there that are final, you have 1 year to appeal those ratings or decisions. So again, just because a lot of stuff is deferred, some of it might actually have been granted or denied, and you want to make sure that you are setting a reminder on your calendar that you have 1 year to appeal those, whether that's a higher level review, supplemental claim, or appeal to the Board of Veterans Appeals. Those are the two things you can do. Keep an eye on the file, and again, just be patient. Anyway, until next time, take care.